read a story about a famous writer who was in his study room. He picked up his pen and he started writing, and here's what he wrote. He said this. He said, "Last year I had a surgery and my gallbladder was removed. I had to stay stuck in the bed due to this surgery for a long time. The same year I reached the age of 60 and had to give up my favorite job. I had spent 30 years of my life in this publishing company. The same year, I experienced the sorrow of the death of my father. And in the same year, my son failed his medical exam because he had a car accident. He had to stay in bed at the hospital with a cast on for several days. The destruction of the car was another loss. And at the end, he wrote this. He said, 'Alas, it was such a bad year.'" When the writer's wife entered the room, she found her husband looking sad, lost in his thoughts. From behind his back, she read what it had been written on the paper. So she silently left the room. She came back with another paper and placed it next to her husband's writings. And when the writer saw this paper, he found this written on it. She had said, "Last year, I finally got rid of my gallbladder, due to which I had spent years in pain. I turned 60 with sound health and got retired from my job. Now, I can utilize my time to write something better with more focus and with more peace. The same year, my father, at the age of 95, without depending on anyone, without any critical conditions, met his Creator. The same year, God blessed my son with a new life. My car was destroyed, but my son stayed alive without getting any disability." And at the end, she wrote this. "This year was an immense blessing of God, and it passed well." You know, I'm sure that you can read into these things, different situations, different things between these two letters. The same incidents, but very different viewpoints. You know, if we concentrated on the second viewpoint more, we could truly become thankful to the Almighty, could we not? I want to share with you two verses, both of them by the psalmist. First one is Psalm 9:2. He says, "I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High." And then Psalm 118:24, well known to many people. It says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." You know, I suppose the moral of this little story is this. In our daily lives, we must see that it's not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratefulness that makes us happy, because there's always, always something to be happy for. That's my thoughts. What's yours?